hallinsgroup.com for our starting lineups tonight. Let Hall Insurance Group shop for you. Call 244-7500 or go to hallinsgroup.com. That's hallinsgroup.com. We welcome those of you watching on WMIXsports.com. We apologize for the technical issues that we've had. The school internet, for whatever reason, has died on us or has blocked YouTube, and neither one of those things are good.
No.
We had trouble getting on with the JV contest online a moment ago, so we certainly hope that's not an omen here tonight. We're live from the SSM Health broadcast booth, ssmhealth.com/doctors to find your next physician. Good evening, I'm Chris Hugo. Jake Linder is alongside for those of you who have just logged on via the app or our video stream. Again, our most sincere apologies. We'll take a break to honor America. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it has taught us that there are things in this life you cannot predict or even imagine would happen. This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt, and I want to offer a bit of encouragement to you and your family. My office spends our entire day helping people prepare for the unexpected and have the leading insurance company in the business backing us up. State Farm and my office may not be able to fix everything, but I am confident that when it comes to protecting your car, your home, and your life, no one does it better. Come and see us in Mount Vernon. Find us online at TonyWilt.com or just find the Jeep. We're ready to help.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem, your ICAR Gold Class collision repair professionals. So what exactly does ICAR certified mean? It means that after an accident, you can rest easy knowing your vehicle is in good hands. It means we'll do a complete diagnostic scan on vehicles before the repairs are started and after they're completed to ensure that all electrical equipment and components are working properly. And it means that your vehicle will be repaired using state-of-the-art measuring technology that gets us within 1 millimeter of the vehicle manufacturer's recommended specifications. Whether your vehicle is made of 6000 series aluminum alloy or ultra high-strength steel structures, we have the latest technology to complete the repairs required. And now, you can receive a repair estimate from us without ever leaving the comfort of your home and office. Just ask us about our new mobile app. Let us show you why Landers is the most qualified collision repair experts in the area. Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. Just give us a call, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Listen to the Rams on your smart speaker. Tell Alexa to enable WMIX. Then tell her to play WMIX whenever you want. Back to the game.
94.1 FM or watch us live on WMIXsports.com and the Section 618 app. I'm Chris Hugo, Jake Linder alongside. It's the Mount Vernon Rams and the Centralia Orphans, two undefeated teams tonight as we are meeting the starting lineups over the public address. And, of course, we got to those a moment ago, sponsored by Hall Insurance Group. Call 244-7500 or go to hallinsgroup.com. Jake, Rams, the home team tonight. Of course, they'll be in their home whites. Orphans in their away red with white trim. And, of course, for these two teams here tonight, it is an arch rivalry.
Yeah, and it's conference rivalry. They're close enough, and they're probably a lot of these guys know each other too. You play each other for however many years in a row. So there's a lot that goes into games like these, and these are the fun ones. These are the ones where it's unfortunate that Chagnon has to be as empty as it is right now, because these are the ones that you really, not only broadcasters get juice, but the players, obviously, the officials, the fans, the coaches. It makes it so much more fun. Quick note, they had a change or something happen with the starting lineups. A 32 Will Pryor, a 6'2 forward senior for the Orphans, is making the start in place of what I had down as Eli Barrow. So that is your only change for the Orphans. Everything else was still the same. We're about ready to go.
Well, yeah, we are. Orphans will have the basketball first. No tip due to COVID, of course. The visiting team gets the first possession. It'll be Orphans basketball in the backcourt. Mason Blakemore back from O'Fallon. He'll head to NIU for football. He'll throw to the top. Three on the way. Wilmoth is no good. Rebound inside, and that'll belong to Evan Leake and the Rams. Here they go into the front court. Left side, Benson goes block, layup, no good. And a foul. So Benson will go to the line to shoot a pair as we are underway, presented by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports Group in Nashville.
A little quick out the gate. first 14 seconds. A couple of quick shots, and N.J. Benson making his presence known early inside, which is something we saw him do in the last game. And he definitely finished a lot better than he did in the season opener against Mount Carmel, and did a nice job as he makes his first free throw.
Rams an early 1-0 lead to start. 7:46 to go in the first. Don't even know what time it is. 7:36. No need yet. We're outside what they call the window. 1-0
yes.
Rams on top. Second free throw is no good. Orphans in the front court. Pryor throwing to the top. Ooh, good ball fake there. Throwing left wing for Fleeman. Trying to get around a ball screen to the top of the key. Hands off to the right wing. Left hand dribble for Dobbs. Top. To the volleyball line now. Met by Pro. Suffocating defense. Throws short corner. Down to the corner. That is Mason Blakemore. Again, he'll go to NIU next fall to play football. What a career he had for O'Fallon and Centralia. Off of the, well, still to come, I guess.
Yeah.
Football season now is after basketball
that's
now.
That's a thing now, yeah.
7:08 to go in the first here. 1-0 Rams on top after the free throw by Benson. Blakemore a three for the lead. It's going to be short rebound. We'll have a hook there. It'll be against the Orphans. That's Fleeman. And it'll be Ram basketball.
Really good defense there for the Rams. Doing a nice job getting out top, cutting off the angles to the wings, and they're actually recovering nicely on the backdoor cut, because when you overplay, your guards and everybody else is going to try and cut back door on you, and they're doing a nice job recovering and helping. 7 to play in the first. Rams 1, Orphans nothing. Good lob play to the back door. That was intended for Benson. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be off the toes of NJ. And belong to the Orphans on the Ram turnover. Congratulations to our Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week, Carson Pro. He had the buzzer beater against Mount Carmel, and then 10 points again against Carbondale, combined for 23 on the week. Read more at section618.com. Really good first week for him.
And now left wing, the Orphans. That was Dobbs back to the right side. Left-hand dribble, Wilmoth inside. Throws up from the volleyball line, and it's good. And the Orphans will take a 2-1 lead tonight. Wilmoth picks up a basket.
Back and forth we go. Good, nice little take, too.
Harkins with it up top between the circles. Now to the right wing. It's Leak. Jump stop inside the paint. Shot up short. Rebound will fall inside. Tipped away. Benson recovers. Leads back in off the iron. No good. Rebound punched away. It's Blakemore out of traffic into the front court. 6:12 to go in the first. 2-1. Rams trailing by a single point. Deep three on the way for the Orphans is good. You had a feeling when Dobbs let it go. When he let it fly, I don't even know. Grammar aside, it's 5-1 Centralia.
Yeah, Rams need a bucket here to kind of claw back into this one, not let them get too far away.
Leak lobs to Pro, who lobs inside. It's going to be off of the backboard, picked up by Rudd. Now Benson mid-post, and he'll be called for the charge. See Josh Finley at Country Financial to learn more about protection for the things in your life that matter most. And get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Josh Finley today at Country Financial. 5-1 Orphans. They're on a 5-0 run after the first free throw of the night by N.J. Benson. Rams, obviously, with only 1 point, have not made a field goal. Orphans are shooting okay.
Yeah, they missed their first 3.
They launch another from the far corner. That one was Crew Walker. Other way on the rebound. Pro with the hot hand into the front court. I mean for the season, not tonight. He's not had a shot. Left wing, it's Harkins now to Leak. Back to Harkins up top. Zips one to Pro on the right arc. Lobs one into the short corner for Benson. He looks inside. Skips a pass to Leak for the 3. Would cut it to 1. It's good. 5-4.
That could be an X factor I didn't take into account. You talk about the great guard play between Leak and Harkins. They can fill it up if you leave them open like that.
Off the right arc. Walker's shot is blocked out of bounds. Tim Holloway, one of the top 5 all-time scorers in MVTHS history, will pick it up. And it'll be Orphan basketball, side out of bounds. You're watching it live on WMIXsports.com, courtesy of Rend Lake College. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, Rend Lake College has something for everyone. Your journey starts here. Rams down 1. Orphans with the basketball in the front court from the far side to the near. Now up top, this is Fleeman. Lobs one over to the left wing, and it's a 3 by Wilmoth. He has 5 in the quarter. That stretches the Orphan lead to 8-4.
Yeah, hit that 3, hit it too early. That was their first bucket. Rams are right there. It's going to be like this for a little bit. Everybody's going to go on a little run.
Now looking inside, Benson left it short. Got his own rebound, puts it back up and in. Way to follow by Benson. Cuts it to 2. It's 8-6 Orphans with 4:33 to go. We're here in the first quarter live from the King City. We're sad that you can't be with us tonight. If you're from Centralia, we know you're not, and that's unfortunate. If you're from the King City, we're sad that there's only 50 of you in the building. What an atmosphere this can be when these two teams get together, especially when you see reaches like that. Kwani Rudd will be picked up for the foul. Now, if you're hurt on the job, call Hannigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251 as we have a mask break here. Kids have to play with their masks on. It's not an easy task whatsoever. Kudos to Centralia for getting the Orphans masks. That attention to detail.
Yeah, look at that. Red, little orphans across the side, or across the front, the whole front, I guess. But, yeah, it's definitely a different look on the floor this year. And the Rams have gotten a little bit careless with a couple of their entry passes. Talk about a little different look. They're trying to get those looks on the inside, get the inside game rolling because they feel like they have the bigger advantage there with N.J. Benson and Kwani Rudd maybe on the weak side rebound or even off the dribble if he comes in on the block or the short corner. But a couple of careless lobs on the inside and a little bit of a mistake here and there, and that's kind of why they're only down 2, but it feels like they should be up by 3 or 4 maybe.
If you're looking for your first checking account with a convenient debit card, stop by First Mid-Bank and Trust at the corner of South 34th and Broadway and ask about Basic Student Checking. It's a checking account designed just for students. 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. 8-6, Rams trailing by 2. Orphans, not necessarily the hotter team. They just found some better looks.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing a little bit differently. They're getting looks from multiple places, from multiple people on the floor. Whereas the Rams are really trying to pound it on the inside because they feel as if that's where they're going to have the most success. Because if they start there, everything else opens up, and then we see people like Evan Leak, Dylan Harkins, maybe Carson Pro, even Kwani Rudd hit some outside shots and kind of get things flowing nicely.
4:20 left to go in the first. 8-6, Orphans with the basketball out of the mask timeout. It'll be Fleeman to inbound. Looks deep into the backcourt for Dobbs. And across the timeline we go. 4:16 mark of the opener. 8-6, Rams down 2. Orphan basketball. Dobbs off of the right arc. Nice crossover as he goes baseline, kicks into the corner. 3 on the way for Centralia is no good. Nice try, Walker. Rebound will go to Leak. Evan into the front court, looks for Harkins. Now swings over to Pro off at the sideline. Looking inside Benson, nothing there. The Orphans man defense, pretty good. And now a Rudd 3 is on the way. No good. Rebound inside to Walker. Walker by name. Not reputation, as he cleanly got the ball into the front court for Centralia. Now a deep 3 by Dobbs, left wing. Yes, sir.
Whoa!
It's 11-6.
Wow. What is that, 2-3 steps behind the arc?
Yeah, depending on your foot size.
I mean, they definitely gave him plenty of room. Don't get me wrong. He had all day to shoot that one.
That would have been a step and a half for me. Kick save by Blakemore. They don't see it, but he'll save it.
Oh!
And then ends up out of bounds. Good hustle there by the young man. 11-6 score. Orphans by 5. 3:24 left to go. We're in the first quarter. All the action sponsored by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports Group in Nashville. Find a multitude of vehicles on their website at holzhauers.com.
Rams need a bucket. Something on the inside, maybe up off the glass, or maybe in and out. Something from the outside from getting it on the end.
Nice feed inside Benson from Leak. His shot swatted away. Looked like that was Wilmoth on the block. But it will send Benson to the line to shoot a pair. He's 1 of 2 tonight. Made his first, missed his second. Now try to cut it to a one-possession ball game. It's 11-6 at the moment. 3:14 left to go in the first quarter.
End of 3 quarters. Christopher leads Goreville if you want a scoreboard update, 38-29.
Scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com, or look for that white State Farm Jeep around town. To the line, it's N.J. Benson looking for his second. He made his first, and it's on the way and in and out. About a 50% clip tonight. And the Rams trail by 4. Walker into the front court, leaves it for Blakemore at the volleyball line. Right back to Walker off of the arc. Left-hand dribble, now top of the key. Looks Dobbs. Dobbs, a left-hand dribble, going to try to beat his man, Rudd. But his shot is swatted away thanks to the help side defense of N.J. Benson.
Yeah, you get one guy up in the air, one of their big men for the Rams, and then you got N.J. Benson as the weak side helper. So, good luck.
Box set inbounds for the Red. Blakemore with it, deep left wing. Had to think, hadn't seen him in a while. Step back 2 on the way. Good, makes it in. All right.
Okay.
13-7, Orphans by 6. 2:45 left to go in the first quarter.
Starting to get a little bit out of hand as far as they're pulling away a little bit here are the Orphans.
Off of the arc, it's Pro. Pro with the left-hand dribble. They've done a good job of keying on him tonight. Stops at the free throw line, kicks to Leak. Sidesteps to the defender, goes inside. Left-hand layup, no good, but a foul from behind. I have a feeling if not for the contact from behind, that may have been a charge. Walker takes the worst. Either way.
Yeah, we talk about the adjustments Of course, Carson Pro having a conversation with Coach Holloway now because, like you said, they put the clamps on him early in this first quarter. Hasn't really had much room to breathe, and I'm not talking this because he's wearing a mask. It's because of the defense at the moment.
Lady Rams on your radio tomorrow. They'll battle Hamilton County. We'll have video and audio. WMIXsports.com, 94.1 FM. Lady Rams on the road at Goreville right now. We'll work to get you a score.
They're trying to get them on the air for days.
It's been
a
little difficult.
It's going to get even more difficult next week.
Oh, my goodness. Mom Nature just seems to have something against hoops.
Man. Leak made them both.
4-point game. Blakemore across the timeline. Fleeman will swing left corner. 3 on the way. Pryor, no good. Glances off the front of the iron. That is Rudd up ahead. Leak, left-hand dribble. Has a backdoor option. Nope, throws it back to the top. Harkins wants a tray. It's no good. Rattles off the front of the iron. Leak fought for the rebound. Blakemore comes out of it. Into the front court, Orphans. Nice jump step inside. Ends up at the far block and no good, and we will have a goaltend. There are a lot of things not right about that whole event. But it'll end up as 2 points for the Orphans. I believe Blakemore will get credit for it.
I think that's how that works. He shot it.
Okay.
You don't give it to the goaltender, I don't believe.
That was my smooth way of saying I don't remember who shot it. 15-9 score. Orphans by 6. Rams with the basketball. Up top, Rudd. Stops free throw line. Looks good. That's because it is. 15-11, 4-point game.
Man, this smooth. Almost looked too easy.
Minute 39 left to go in this opening quarter. Again, all the action sponsored by Holzhauer's Auto and Motorsports Group in Nashville. Blakemore off a ball screen near the center circle. Throws back to the right side. It'll end up in the corner to Pryor. Has a seam. Doesn't take it. Fleeman with it at the volleyball line. Far sideline for Dobbs, who has a pair of triples in this first quarter. Wide open 3, Fleeman. Teardropper, no good. Rebound, Benson. Rams deep in the backcourt in transition. Minute 13 left to go in the first. 15-11 the score. Orphans by 4. Pro, nice shot in the paint. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound goes to Fleeman, and the Orphans will take it into the front court. We'll see if they fight for the last shot. Nope, inside Wilmoth. Turnaround. Almost blocked. Off the back of the iron and no good. Rams get the rebound. Less than 1 minute to play in the first. It's 15-11, 4-point game. Across the timeline we go. That's Evan Leak with the basketball right of the circle. Going to slow things down here. Slowing things down. Now Harkins off of the near wing. Cross of the dribble.
Sorry, this would be a big bucket here with 30 seconds to go.
Nice no-looker. It's to Rudd off the back of the iron and drops right through. 15-13, 2-point game, 25 seconds to go. We are in the first. Bean Insurance is providing solutions with a unique experience and knowledge. Get a quote at beaninsurance.net. That's Bean, like green bean.
Got a big bucket to get you within 2. Now you need a big stop going into the second quarter.
15-13 to score. Uh-oh, Wilma 3, far corner. Yep. 18-13 to score. 4 seconds left from half court. It'll be actually Harkins from the volleyball line for 3. It's no good. And that'll take us to the end of the first. The Centralia Orphans 18, the Mount Vernon Rams 13. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
And now it's time for another fun fact.
Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked and broke the speed of light. That is where new Ram trucks were born.
So, if you want to remote start your new Ram truck like Lord Vader,
Using the Force,
get to Holt Towers in Nashville, Illinois for the President's Day sales event. Once you become a new Ram truck owner, you'll be able to slam a revolving door, make onions cry, and start a fire with an ice cube.
I have made fire.
Holt Tower in Nashville, making your new Ram truck dreams come true for over 37 years.
Do you have a minor illness or injury? Get quick care at SSM Health Express Clinics. With locations in Centralia and Mount Vernon, they offer quality medical care that works with your schedule. Both locations are open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7, and Sunday, 8 to 2. The Express Clinic in Mount Vernon and the primary care in Centralia are COVID-19 drive-through testing centers. To schedule an appointment, visit ssmhealth.com/quickcare.
Back to the SSM Health broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
94.1 FM and the Section 618 app tonight. Mount Vernon Rams and the Centralia Orphans. The Orphans lead this thing 18-13 as we head into the second quarter. Inbound will be Carson Pro from half court. Harkins across the timeline, top of the key, going to hand off. Leak coming around, looks top of the key. Nope, hands off to Rudd. Right hand dribble, now to the far wing for Pro. Pro into the corner. Leak back to Pro on the wing. Skip pass comes to Benson near corner. Now Harkins finds himself with it open. Now skip pass Benson to Pro. That Orphan switching man defense quick to close, but Pro has a seam on the baseline. Missed a shot. Rebound will go the other way. All the action sponsored by Holzhauer's Auto and Motorsports Group in Nashville. The official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. 18-13 game. Good play there to the mid-post, but Blakemore back up top for Glenn. 7:17 mark of the first half. We'll have your Crossroads Community Hospital halftime show coming up. We'll have some first half stats and more. Barrow off at the top. Left-hand dribble going. Not much doing. Pryor gives up to Blakemore. He'll dribble drive. Stops at the block. Mid-post pass on the entry. They're looking to hand off back door. Barrow will clear it. No. Barrow pivots, keeps, now throws to the outside for Blakemore. We're just going to throw it around the perimeter. Now to the left wing for Barrow. That's Pryor, pardon me. Lynn now off of the wing. Hands off Blakemore. Finds a shot at the free throw line off the window. No good. Rebound will go to Leak. Good defense there by Dylan Harkins to set up that rebound. Off the left wing. Ooh, nice play into the paint for Quaney. He's fouled, and Rudd will go to the line to shoot a pair. I believe the Lady Rams coming back from Johnson County with a victory. 67-35.
Looky there.
The Orphans will send Quaney Rudd to the line.
They're 1-0 coming in here tomorrow against McLeansboro. We'll have it for you right here. That scoreboard update, on the other hand, sponsored by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. As that first free throw is good by Rudd. Cuts it to 4, 18-14. 6:29 left to go in the second quarter. As Quaney's back at the line shooting a pair. Back end is good. So he makes both. Cuts us to a possession game. 18-15 Centralia. 6:27 mark of the second quarter. Off of the arc here is Eli Barrow. Steps top, throws off to Pryor for a wide open three. It's good. Will Pryor with the tray, and that'll extend this lead back to 6 at 21-15.
Just shooting better from the outside. Rams are doing things better from the inside.
6 minutes left in the first half. Harkins to Leak off of the left wing. Benson with it at the free throw line. Battles the defender, leans in, turnaround jumper soft, trying to get his own rebound, tipped it away. Bidleby Dobbs to come up with it for the Orphans. Into the front court, right of the circle, now to the right side. Oh, there's a seam there, nothing doing. And now Fleeman throws to the outside for Pryor. Good ball fake. Looking for something, looks for Dobbs at the circle, back to Pryor, swings it around on the reverse left side to Fleeman. Dribbles baseline, beats his man. Reverse layup is no good. Unkind iron that time. Rudd got the rebound. Ooh. Down to the front court. Harkins off of the wing from Leak. Looking inside. Goes back to Leak off of the left wing. 5:23 to go in the first half. Pro wants a three. It would be big. Yes, sir. Rams needed that.
Carson needed that. His first bucket of the game, and it was no easy, non-contested open three. He had to rise up to make that one, bring him within 3.
The Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week comes up big there. Contact Josh Finley. Talk about how he can help ensure the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own no matter what it looks like. As the Orphans are looking inside there, we'll get a reach foul on the post entry attempt, and it looks like it'll be on Carson Pro. You can find his picture all over our Facebook page at WMIX Sports. Takes you to the link on section618.com to find his Ram of the Week information. And it's a mask timeout sponsored by First Mid-Bank and Trust on the corner of 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. 4:54 remains. We're in the second quarter. 21-18. The Orphans by 3. I'm Chris Hugo. Jake Linder is to my left. Zach Matt Miller is our cameraman tonight. He's to my right. Heather Redmond back at the Mount Vernon studio. This is WMIX-FM, Mount Vernon and all of Southern Illinois, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. You're the top of the 8 o'clock hour here in the Central Time Zone. Glad to have you with us on your radio at 94.1 FM or listening or watching live on the Section 618 app. I don't feel like it's been a monstrous first half by any means. It's a 21-18 game, and both of these teams having some fundamental issues. But all in all, it's what you'd expect from these two teams. Figuring it out, adjustments in the huddles and the mask timeouts, which are a free timeout, and just getting after it on the floor.
Well, I feel like they're both kind of getting what they want in a way. I mean, they're definitely having to work for it. It's not easy what they want, but it's for sure. I think the Orphans' game plan, they want to hit some threes from the outside, maybe get a layup here and there, but for the most part, they're kind of more of a jump shooting team. And then you got the Rams who want to work things on the inside. Pretty evidenced by how many free throws they've shot compared to the Orphans, So they're kind of both getting what they want. They're just playing pretty tough D. It's going to be physical. And I think you got an officiating crew that is going to let them be physical, let them play a little bit. They understand, even with, not that many fans in the stands, what kind of rivalry there is here tonight, so they're going to let the boys play.
Out of the mask timeout, there will be 4:54 left to go here in the first half. 21-18 Orphans will have the basketball right of the bucket. That'll be a box set inbound here for Centralia. Off of the far wing, that's Pryor. Swings it up top. Blakemore kicks to the outside. Wilmoth shakes his man. Now a mid-post fade. No good. Rebound will go to the back door. It trickles off of the iron to Evan Leak. Rams into the front court off the dribble. This is Leak, top of the key. Sidesteps his defender on a crossover. Goes to the hoop. It is good thanks to the kind iron. Good play by Leak.
Yeah, Leak might be that X factor in this game.
Rams are glad to have him back. He's an all-purpose guy on the football field.
Got him for 7 points thus far, and it's been a quiet 7, and Orphans have kind of let him do some things that they probably weren't expecting.
Pryor with it up top. Crossroads Community Hospital halftime show will follow after this second quarter as we're near the midway point. Wilmoth on the lob inside, and he'll turn around and get it. Good post move there. It's 23-20. Orphans by 3, 4-minute mark of the second. We'll have your 3 stars of the game coming up later, sponsored by your Mount Vernon Culver's. Swing by Culver's and try a juicy Butterburger or treat yourself to a frozen custard. Your Mount Vernon Culver's on 42nd and Veterans. 3 on the way from the right wing. Pro rattles off. Rebound inside. Benson up and in and one. A chance to tie at the line. Thanks to N.J. Benson, who is 50% from the stripe tonight. So let's hope we get the good half.
Well, I think he's made the first one each time. I think. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, my notes are pretty chicken scratchy, but. So this would be his technically first. No, never mind.
Not going to matter now, but the Rams get the rebound. They're within 1, 23-22. 3:38 left to go in the first half. Good head fake by Pro, but yeah, it'll be a turnover. Need to tell you about Pam Kirkpatrick of Caldwell Banker. For all your real estate needs, see Pam Kirkpatrick. She and her staff are there to help you 7 days a week, serving the Mount Vernon area since 1986. Well, Rams had a chance to tie. Then they had a chance to take the lead. Now they have a chance to defend. 3:30 left to go in the first half. Blakemore with it up top, and he'll give it right back. That'll be a turnover on Centralia.
Turnover back.
Let's see who that was on. Either way we go. What we got? Got somebody coming into the game.
Yeah,
Barrow's going to come back in.
We got a substitution. But that was a Ethan Dobbs offensive foul.
3:27 mark of the first half, 23-22 the score. It's a 1-point game brewing here at Shagnon Gymnasium. And off of the left wing, this is Rudd. Swinging it around to the right wing, now coming around Pro. Stopped in the corner by Blakemore. Skips a pass to Kwani. Kwani thought about the 3, then head fakes his way baseline. Reverse is no good. An over-the-shoulder layup attempt on a foul. No call. Rebound the other way. Fleeman into the front court. Leaves it for Barrow. He'll dribble drive. Elbow fade. This time no good. Benson and Rudd fight for it. Benson was falling out. Gives it off to Kwani. And now the Rams in the front court via Carson Pro with 2:54 left to go in the first half. Now they throw to the far sideline. This is Rudd. Skips a pass to Leak. They have Harkins wide open. Will he try? No. Blakemore was quick to get after it. Now up top, this is Leak. 2:40 mark of the second, 23-22 score. Off of the far sideline and coming back. That's Leak. Crossover dribble to the right wing. 2:27 mark of the second quarter. Up top, Leak goes the opposite way. Nice layup. Went left block on that one. Gives the Rams their first lead since it was 1-0. 2:15 mark of this second quarter.
Just kind of rounded the wagons there and then got deep enough and just extended, used his body as like a secondary screen behind him to roll it up off the glass. Rams got the lead, baby.
Fleeman off at the far sideline. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 24-23 score. Turnaround coming now. 3 from the far wing. That is no good by Pryor. The Rams will have the rebound. Leak, nice spin move in the paint. Layup's going to be good. And the Rams extend the lead to 3, 26-23. Need to tell you about SI Talent Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon. They have all kinds of wood flooring. There we go. That can add luxury and value to a home. Traditional, distressed, sculpted, even reclaimed wood, all at exceptional prices. 1:27 left to go in the half. Turnaround jumper coming. Ooh, nice move. Good look there by Kobe Wilmuth. And it's 26-25. Back to a 1-point game with 1:18 left to go in the first half.
Right before that, rebound coast to coast from Evan Leak, and boy, oh boy, what a ball game he's having thus far. Picking his team up when they needed him the most.
Coming between the circles, this is Carson Pro. Looks off to the far sideline. That is Kwani Rudd. Rams in their home whites, orange trim, black, orange numerics trimmed in black. Less than a minute to play in the first half. We're nearing closer to your Crossroads Community Hospital halftime show. Off of the far sideline is Pro. Right-hand dribble near the top of the key. Throws back to the right wing. Leak into the short corner now for Kwani. Rudd looks inside. Had Benson. Nothing there. Now throws up top. They swing it around to the left wing. Leak with the, Harkins with the basketball. Looks inside. SSM Health broadcast booth, ssmhealth.com/doctors to find your next physician. 21 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Rams by 1. It's 26-25. Don't forget you can watch us online thanks to the Section 618 app. Your number 1 seed for high school sports in Southern Illinois.
Gotta go.
Off the double team. Pro fighting off the defenders, and we will have a bailout foul for the Rams. That'll go against the Orphans. 4.7 second mark here in the second quarter.
Coach Bennett grabbing the sides of his head. He's like, all you got to do is stay straight up. He's either going to turn it over, throw it off, something, and then now he's got a chance to extend the lead.
And now at the free throw line, Carson Pro trying to stretch this to a 3-point game with 4.7 seconds left to go in the first half. First free throw good. Carson now has 4 in the quarter and on the night as he'll look for 5 on the back end here. Trying to extend this to a 3-point lead with less than 5 seconds to go in this first half.
Our books aren't getting along down at the scorers table, allegedly. So we've got the Orphans book conversing with the Rams book. Pro made them both. Official's going to go over there and talk about it.
So with 4.7 seconds left to go, they talk about the book at the table. Orphans will have the basketball coming off of the successfully made free throws.
Boy, the only good thing about only having 50 people is I can almost hear every word being said on the floor to let you know what might be going on. I think they got a foul issue because Carson shot 2. So I think Coach Bennett is wondering, when did we get the 8th foul? Or he's trying to figure out why exactly. I think there was some confusion on the foul numbers maybe.
That looks to be what the frustration is.
Coach Bennett, he's trying to get help from Coach Creel, who's on the side. He's like, hey.
4.7 seconds to go here in the first half. Orphans will have the basketball after the officials decide what's going on.
Boy, there's some Coach Creel alongside Jackson, his son. Next to them, Brian Gamber, former coach of the Woodlawn Cardinals, now coach at the Rend Lake College for the boys program. A couple of wins in high school careers across the board down there, maybe?
Some guys that know what they're doing. Of course, that Bennett lineage is pretty successful as well. His dad, Dave Bennett, legendary coach at Pittsfield. Lee Bennett, I mean, the record speaks for itself everywhere he's been as well. So now they're talking about things. I guess I could take the ambiance mic up a hair or two. We can probably hear exactly what's going on down at the scorers table. But with 4.7 seconds to go here in the second quarter, the Mount Vernon Rams 28, the Centralia Orphans 25.
Now, that might not be a book discrepancy as much as a scoreboard one, because now they're involving the gentleman running the scoreboard a little bit too, trying to figure out what he's got up there compared to what they have on the books.
Now Tim Holloway getting an explanation. Of course, Rend Lake College powers our video streaming. If you need a career change, RLC offers dozens of programs focused on putting you in a new job in as little as a year. Quick inbound. Nice spin move off the dribble. Blakemore from near half court. No good off the side of the glass. After two, it is the Mount Vernon Rams 28, the Centralia Orphans 25. It's halftime here at Chagnon Gymnasium. We're in the SSM Health broadcast booth, by the way. Of course, don't forget all of our athletics here on WMIX Sports are presented by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports. We'll have your Crossroads Community Hospital halftime show coming up. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
There is still time to take classes this spring at Rend Lake College. Late start classes are 8 weeks long beginning March 8th. You'll find several options that count toward a degree or certificate, like accounting and business, speech and English, music, healthcare, and more. Plus, Rend Lake offers truck driving sections and the full CNA nursing course that's tuition-free for in-district students. Head to rlc.edu/8week to learn more, or call them at 437-5321. Late start classes March 8th at rlc.edu/8week. Your journey starts at Rend Lake College.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem, your I-CAR Gold Class collision repair professionals. So what exactly does I-CAR certified mean? It means that after an accident, you can rest easy knowing your vehicle is in good hands. It means we'll do a complete diagnostic scan on vehicles before the repairs are started and after they're completed to ensure that all electrical equipment and components are working properly. And it means that your vehicle will be repaired using state-of-the-art measuring technology that gets us within 1 millimeter of the vehicle manufacturer's recommended specifications. Whether your vehicle is made of 6000 series aluminum alloy or ultra high-strength steel structures, we have the latest technology to complete the repairs required. And now, you can receive a repair estimate from us without ever leaving the comfort of your home and office. Just ask us about our new mobile app. Let us show you why Landers is the most qualified collision repair experts in the area. Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. Just give us a call, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Mount Vernon, Illinois wants you to drive into 2021 with the new Chevrolet Silverado, the hardest working and longest lasting truck on the market. Come check out the best selection of the hot selling 2021 Chevrolet Silverado Trail Boss at Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac. Right now, take advantage of up to $4,750 cash back, plus huge dealer discounts and top trade-in value. If you're ready, they would love to have you as a customer. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Shop the lot or online at schmidtchevrolet.com.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Crossroads Community Hospital halftime show starts now.
28-25 here at halftime. The Mount Vernon Rams on top of the Centralia Orphans. And it was a back-and-forth second quarter between the two teams. The Orphans led much of the way, but the Rams ended the half with a run to propel them to this 28-25 advantage. This is your Crossroads Community Hospital halftime show. I'm Chris Hugo, Jake Linder alongside in the broadcast booth. Crossroads Family Medicine is a proud supporter of student-athletes at Mount Vernon Township High School. Did you know Crossroads Family Medicine is now accepting walk-in patients on Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Go see Ryan Lane. He will help get you back on the road to better. Ooh, I like that. 28-25 here. We're back on the road to Rams basketball. We need to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll have some scoring and stats and check in with the Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Okay, let's log in and look for insurance. Okay, no, click here. Okay, no, not that. What? That's not affordable. Now where are you taking me?
One eternity later.
I've been sitting here so long looking for insurance. I think I entered a new age group.
Stop. Just one call to Hall Insurance in Mount Vernon is all you have to do. They are an independent insurance carrier, so you can shop around for the insurance you want. Go to hallinsgroup.com or call 244-7500.
And now it's time for another fun fact.
Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked and broke the speed of light. That is where new Ram trucks were born.
So, if you want to remote start your new Ram truck like Lord Vader, using the Force, get to Holzhauer's in Nashville, Illinois for the President's Day sales event. Once you become a new Ram truck owner, you'll be able to slam a revolving door, make onions cry, and start a fire with an ice cube. I have made fire. Holzhauer in Nashville, making your new Ram truck dreams come true for over 37 years.
Here's your Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, MBT.
Mr. Zach Cash, an 8th grade teacher at Rome Grade School. His nominee calls him a wonderful example for his students, showing them great respect, plus motivating them to work hard and be proud of their accomplishments. Nominate your most valuable teacher at section618.com.
MVT is brought to you by SIU Credit Union, Joiner Therapy Services, Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports, Johnny Logan College, and Graphics Galore in Marion.
Crossroads Family Medicine would like to welcome Ryan Lane to the office. Ryan is a physician assistant for your primary care needs, from chronic care management to preventative care services. Ryan is here to care for you. Did you know Crossroads Family Medicine is now open Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.? Schedule a visit with Ryan Lane at our North Water Tower Place location by calling 618-244-6222. That number again is 618-244-6222.
Streaming worldwide on the Section 618 app, this is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Crossroads Orthopedic Clinic in Mount Vernon is proud to support the student athletes at Mount Vernon Township High School. Dr. McIntosh and Dr. Mulhern from Crossroads Orthopedic Clinic are here to help you take the next step for better hips, knees, shoulders, and more. Chris Hugo and Jake Linder alongside at the break here at Shagnon Gymnasium. The Mount Vernon Rams 28. The Centralia Orphans, 25. Of course, it was 18-13 after one. The Rams did a pretty good job of outscoring the Orphans there in the second quarter. Evan Leake came to life. They got a big three out of Carson Pro. Some free throws along the way where they were 4 of 4 from the line in the second quarter. Meanwhile, they've kept the Orphans off of the charity stripe thus far tonight. That's a big factor. Promised you a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update. Somebody neglected to get one of those during the break. That's my bad. We'll take one ourselves. We'll come back. We'll get you that scoreboard update and some scoring and stats and some thoughts on the first half and foreshadow what could come in the second half. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Everyone is talking about the future these days. I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. Let's work together so you own your future. All you need is the right plan to get you started, the kind of plan that will take into account all the things in life that matter most. I can work with you to put the pieces in place to help secure a comfortable tomorrow. No matter what stage of life you're in, now is the time to start developing a plan to own your future. Call 242-4024 or online at josh.finley@countryfinancial.com.
There is still time to take classes this spring at Ren Lake College. Late start classes are 8 weeks long beginning March 8th. You'll find several options that count toward a degree or certificate, like accounting and business, speech and English, music, healthcare, and more. Plus, Ren Lake offers truck driving sections and the full CNA nursing course that's tuition-free for in-district students. Head to rlc.edu/8week to learn more, or call them at 437-5321. Late start classes March 8th at rlc.edu/8week. Your journey starts at Ren Lake College.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Ren Lake College.
Dialed the HD down a bit tonight. We're on a nice Verizon MiFi. School internet, unfortunately, tonight seems to be locking us out of YouTube. We appreciate everything they do for us here at Mount Vernon Township High School, where we are in the midst of the Crossroads Community Hospital halftime show. 28-25, Rams lead Centralia, and of course, we'll get you some scores. Man, we follow a lot of stuff that we didn't used to follow in our WMIX Sports Twitter since the last time. I'll look for scoreboard updates. But Christopher beat Goreville tonight, 58-47. That was in BDC play. The Lady Rams got a nice win earlier against, though that's, well, not the same Goreville team. I guess the same Goreville school. As the Lady Rams got a nice lopsided win, it looked like, over. Good grief. Our Twitter is not as easy to navigate as it once was. We're going to have to unfollow some cats that aren't even in the realm of high school sports. Anyway, we have scoring and stats. Let's get to that first.
Okay.
Good grief.
We'll run through them quick for the Orphans because it's actually a little bit easier for them. 28-25, Rams lead Centralia here in this one. I didn't have enough for any free throws. Did I miss one somewhere along the line? Okay, just making sure. I know my brain, and sometimes it's, I had enough points, but I was like just making sure. So no free throws from the Orphans. However, they went 10 of 23 from the field for a 43% clip, all led by Kobe Wilmuth, who put up 12 points, 5 for 8 from the field. Following him up for the Orphans, Ethan Dobbs, 2 for 3 from the field with 6 points. 4 points for Mason Blakemore. Feels like he should have a few more than that, but he's doing a nice job on defense. So 4 points for him and 3 points coming in that second quarter off the tray for Will Pryor for your total of 25 for the Orphans. The Rams, however, have done it a little bit differently. They've gone behind Evan Leake, the leading scorer here for them. 11 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 7 points for N.J. Benson, 3 of 7 from the line, 2 of 5 from the field, and 5 points apiece for Kwani Rudd and Carson Pro. They've been kind of quiet in that first half. Of course, Carson 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, 1 of 4 from the field. You'd like to see that number probably doubled for him in a first half of basketball, especially for Kwani Rudd, maybe the same thing. However, he is efficient. 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from the charity stripe for his efficient 5 points. As a team, the Rams are 8 of 12 from the free throw line for 67%. A cool 50% from the field at 10 of 20 overall, giving them a lead here in this one, 28-25 over Centralia.
Quick follow-up on those scores. Of course, JV action tonight. The Rams beat the Orphans 48-38. Lady Rams a big win tonight over the Goreville Lady Blackcats 67-35. Scoreboard updates are sponsored by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Pretty easy to find. I've come across it numerous times myself.
Yeah.
As we'll have third quarter action forthcoming here from Chagnon Gymnasium. Appreciate Crossroads Community Hospital's Family Medicine, a proud supporter of this broadcast, and student athletes at MVTHS. Crossroads is now accepting walk-in patients on Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Go see Ryan Lane. He will help get you back on the road to better.
Defense looked good for the Rams in that second quarter. They only gave up 7 points after giving up 18 in the first quarter. So that's going to be a major key heading into this third. If they can continue that, and you got to think the Orphans are going to do something to kind of contain Evan Leake a little bit more, so that means other things might open up for N.J. Benson, Kwani Rudd, Carson Pro, or even Dylan Harkins from the outside. Because the beauty about these Mount Vernon Rams this year, they've got a few weapons from multiple spots on the floor.
Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports, the official voice of the Rams here on WMIX. Find them at holzhauers.com. Orphans with the basketball, away red, white trim. 3 on the way. Fleeman is going to hit the top of the backboard, but I guess not the top enough for it to be Ram basketball. Off of the right wing, they'll back it up. Now a swing around into the left corner here. Good ball fake by Walker. Throws it up top now, Blakemore. He'll dribble drive, kick out. Fleeman wide open for a triple. Uh-oh. There it is. Big 3 to tie it up.
Wasn't his spot first time. Had to move to the corner to knock that one down.
Top. Ooh, nice handoff there. Leake came around to get that one, left it on the left wing, and now a lob play to Pro inside, and we're going to have a touch foul there on Fleeman.
Well, if you're N.J. Benson, you love that. Most of the time they give the big man the foul on that one because he was just being big. But in reality, Fleeman was all over him from underneath.
Out of the short corner, this is Rudd. Now to the top, Leake. Leake looks inside, not much there. 7:15 mark of the third quarter, 28 all. We're tied up in the King City as Pro beats his man to the basket. Ooh, turnaround off the block, but missed it. Left it long, couldn't believe he was open. Rebound to Blakemore. And Blakemore's into the front court. Kicks it left side. Here's Dobbs. Dribble drive off the baseline. Floating jumper good. He has 8. And the Orphans back on top, 30-28. Not what you want to see if you're a Ram fan tonight. Of course, the 50 in attendance. Uh-oh, they try to slide past the defender. That's going to be off with the foot. Should stay with the Rams. Aiton. Off the sideline in front of the Ram bench. More like a picket fence. They're scattered about.
Run the picket fence on them. But don't get caught watching the paint dry.
And now there we go. A jumper from the free throw line. Rudd, no good. Quick pass for the Orphans. Play too quickly. It's out of bounds. Turnover on Centralia. For all your real estate needs, see Pam Kirkpatrick at Coldwell Banker in Mount Vernon. She and her staff are there to help you 7 days a week. Serving the King City area since 1986.
Boy, what a good movie.
Hoosiers? No, there's a period.
Huh?
What'd you say?
Hoosiers.
Yeah.
You said picket fence.
Oh, you're still on that as the turnaround's coming inside, but such a good turnaround. Too many steps by Mr. Leake. And that'll go the other way on the turnover. Schmidt-Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show will follow this one, in which we will pick your Culver's 3 stars of the game. 6:12 to go in the third, 30-28. Rams trailing by 2, but the Orphans have the basketball. Off of the left wing between the leg dribble for Dobbs. Throwing to the top. Now swinging to the right wing for Walker, who left it for Blakemore. Mason with a left-hand dribble throws to the top for Fleeman. Corey looks to the left side now for Dobbs, who will swing it into the corner for Walker. Right arc. Blakemore back to number 24, Wilmoth. Wilmoth stops at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper coming. Looked like a good one, but the rebound will be tipped away. Off the back of the iron, rebound went to Evan Leak, who's into the front court. Nobody looking. Good pick up there, saving it. Harkins off at the sideline. Whew. Off of the right corner. Out of the right corner, rather. Skip pass. I think that was intended for Pro, but ends up with Leak. Off a screen up top. Shaking his defender was Rudd. Dribble drive. Goes to the basket. Layup is good. That's what they need.
Yeah. Well, you almost feel like you want him to be more aggressive, and then when he does stuff like that, it's an aggressive move, but it looks so easy.
With it up top, now to the left wing. Oh, that was tipped. They avoided the travel by Walker. Baseline official says no, and I'm not looking to start a fight, but baseline official's actually correct. There was no contact there.
And the Orphan faithful said it was tipped so he could dribble. Of course, everybody in orange said it should have been travel, double dribble, something.
Oh, well, they battle it out here. We'll tell you SSM Health broadcast booth brought to you by SSM Health. Get quick care for you and your family at SSM Healthcare Clinics. It's a wellness that works with your schedule right here in Mount Vernon.
It's going to be... Did they just reverse it again?
Yes, sir.
So the original call was tipped by the sideline official. Baseline official said, no. He traveled. Now, after talking to Coach Bennett, they reversed it.
On my broadcasts, I'm right 100% of the time. And I don't believe it was tipped. Unless it was, in which case we play on. It'll be Orphan basketball, side out of bounds in front of the Orphan bench.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because the baseline official doesn't really have the angle to make the call. But from our angle, Orphans basketball.
No doubt, as here comes Blakemore, went in too far, threw it up top to Dobbs, try to make something happen. Dobbs to the right wing. 4:47 left here in the third. 3 on the way. Blakemore is no good, tipped out by the Rams. And we're tied at 30. Got so distracted in the goings on the floor, forgot the clock, forgot the score, but it's tied at 30, and we'll have a mask timeout sponsored by First Mid-Bank and Trust. Holy cow! Marion leads Carbondale at halftime, 44-15. And I say that because you're not used to Carbondale struggling like that. I saw it coming on the Twitter notification.
That was a genuine reaction.
There is no disrespect intended for Jim Miller or the Carbondale Terriers at all. You're not used to seeing that. And that's no disrespect to Marion. I'm sure that they're a great team this year again with Gus Gillespie. But Jim Miller in his final year, the Terriers are rebuilding somewhat, and just something we're not used to. Sponsored by, the timeout that is, not my rambling, is by First Mid-Bank and Trust on the corner of 34th and Broadway. You can spend money to make money, up to $80 per year with Premier Checking. 4:43 left to go in the third, tied at 30. Anyhow, we're tied at 30 here in the third quarter. And what a third quarter it's been.
Yeah. I tell you what, it's interesting to, we said coaches would be a factor. And, at the end of the half, Coach Bennett had a long conversation. There's a huge uproar about what was going on with the book and the scoreboard and everything else, and it looked like it kind of went the Orphans' favor from the look on Coach Holloway's face. And then just now we had that discrepancy on if it was a travel, a tip ball, whatever it was. Coaches are a factor, and reputations precede them at times. But we still got a tie ball game, and we still got a long way to go.
The Jefferson County the WMIX Sports Basketball Showcase, rather. Used to be the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Before that, it was the Midland Trail Conference Showcase. Before that, it was the Mid-South Conference Showcase. Before that, it was the Mid-South Game of the Week. As we're back in the action, right wing 3, no good. It was good, but it's not going to count, rather, as they're going to call a charge. Or an illegal screen, one or the other. We're tied at 30, 4:38 to go in the third. Anyway, the showcase, as you may have known in the past or the present, starts tomorrow at Weber as the Waltonville Spartans head to Weber for a county clash. 1 o'clock varsity start. It'll be on AM 940 and 96.5 FM. Listen live on the Section 618 app.
So I guess it's a made 3, and the foul is on after the shot was in, I guess.
I have to refresh my memory on who shot it. I think it was Dobbs, but it may not have been. Up top, the Orphans with it. Walker off the left wing to Dobbs back up top. That was Dobbs that shot it, wasn't it?
I want to say Wilmoth.
Okay. That's believable as well. Great shooter. And now we'll have a whistle to give us a chance to reflect on what's gone wrong here in the past few minutes.
Well, I guess so now, I guess they called a foul on Carson Pro after the made 3 by the Orphans. So I guess before they even him out of the ball, he fouled somebody. I didn't even see it. And then now he fouled somebody again. So Carson Pro has 3 fouls. Still got 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Midway through the second, 33-30. Orphans on top of the basketball. Walker wants a left wing 3. It's no good. Rebound off the backside is picked up by Rudd, who's fouled by Dobbs. This will go the other way. Wood flooring can add luxury and value to a home. Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon has an amazing selection of traditional, distressed, sculpted, even reclaimed wood, all at exceptional prices.
Walker missed the 3. Ball don't lie, as they say.
Absolutely. 4:08 left in the third. 33-30 the score. Rams trailing by 3.
It's an important 4 minutes, too. Things have kind of gone off the rails here for the Rams, and some of it to no fault of their own. Some of it to their own fault, so they're going to have to right the ship.
Off of the sideline, this is Pro. Now to the near wing. Left-hand dribble, top of the key. Looks for Rudd inside. Not there. Behind the back dribble, but it's partially poked by Mason Blakemore, and that'll be a foul on the Orphans. He was in O'Fallon last year. Phenomenal football player. Tremendous speed, great physical nature. Headed to NIU to play football. Great basketball star as well. And is back in Centralia. Blakemore will take a seat. And the Rams will inbound from the far sideline. Harkins right back to Pro immediately. 3:42 mark of the third. Harkins wide open right wing. Throws into the corner for Rudd. Now to the top. Leak swings it back around to the left side. Pro. Stymies the defender somewhat, but steps top, needs help. Finds Leak. Turnaround coming inside the free throw line. It's in and out. In and out as it rattled around and ended up with the Centralia Orphans. 3:22 mark of the third. 33-30. The Orphans by 3. Fleeman with a deep left wing.
Blakemore for Centralia sits with 3 fouls. Carson Pro still in the game with his 3.
Wilmoth 3. Yep. Okay. Life or death, taxes, and Wilmoth.
I guess so.
36-30 and what? We cross into the threshold of a legit timeout. 3:02 to go in the third. As Tim Holloway calls a First Mid-Bank and Trust timeout.
He's seen enough.
So they'll talk some things over. It's quickly a 6-point game after the Rams led 30-28, I believe. It's an 8-0 run by the Orphans. Life is full of new steps, and at First Mid-Bank and Trust, they can help you make every step your best. Whether you're going to college, buying a home, starting a business, or planning for retirement, First Mid can help you get there. Learn more at firstmid.com. 3:02 left in the third, 36-30 the score. It's a 6-point game. The Orphans on top in the midst of an 8-0 run. Quinn McClure looking for some explanation of something. They're talking it over.
A lot of times you're just trying to put a bug in the official's ear, because if they didn't see something or they made a call and you're just trying to say, hey, why don't you see it from our angle this way? And, officials will take that into consideration at times, but most of what they're doing, of course, is a reaction to what they see. They're not really making a full-on decision in their head before they make a call.
Schedule change, which is a schedule you may not have even known in the first place. The Cahokia Comanches were slated to come to town at 1 o'clock for a JV start on Monday. That is now pushed back to a 5 p.m. start, JV. So that makes life interesting, and we'll figure it all out. 3:02 to go in the third, off of the side out of bounds, 36-30 to score. Off of the far wing.
Schedules are overrated this year.
There's something. Let me tell you.
We should have just came out with a weekly schedule.
Well, that's kind of what
we're doing.
Oh, man. Good ball fake up top. Rudd gets it right back from Pro. Off the glass, no good on the kiss. Rebound will end up in the hands of N.J. Benson, who puts it back up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line where he will shoot 2. So Benson will go to the stripe. 36-30, Rams trailing. A chance to just chip away here at the free throw line. 2:37 left. We're in the third quarter from the King City in the SSM Health broadcast booth. ssmhealth.com/doctors to find your next physician. Anyhow, all of this is weather permitting.
Yeah.
Let's not mince words here.
Yeah.
Mother Nature is going to have something to say about a few things over the course of the next week as Benson makes them both. 9 points for NJ. It's 36-32. Still a two-possession game, but it's a little bit closer. 4 points.
The way they're talking, I might not be able to come to work. Sorry.
That happens. Seen crazier things. 2:28 left to go in the third. Between the circles, that's Glenn. Looking back to the right side, Wilmoth. Now to the left. Orphans swing it near the corner. Barrow, right-hand dribble, throws across away for Pryor off of the right wing. Far sideline for Fleeman. Fleeman looks overhead. Glenn all alone underneath, swatted away by Rudd. Took a little too long to get to the basket. He was wide open. Glenn thought about it. Rudd didn't have to think. He just swatted it away.
He just got lost. He looked like the partner that you do-side-do with when you're square dancing, by the way. Illinois State dance is square dancing. You do it in PE. But he's just out of nowhere. It was all alone. And then Kwani Rudd just kind of hung in the air and waited for him to shoot it and then threw it into the bleachers.
Quick lob on the inbound, out of the box set, I should say, and it'll be tipped out by the Rams. Stays with the Orphans. Explore a multitude of vehicles at Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. See for yourself at holzhauers.com. Tyler Lyday will check in. Coming out will be Carson Pro.
Oh, I love the long sleeves. Lyday.
Absolutely. So Lyday checks in. They'll defend the box set, and now for the Orphans, Fleeman will give to Dobbs. Looking left, not much there. Nice screen by Walker. Fleeman can't do much with it except set a screen and hand off to Dobbs. Lyday, Leak, Harkins, Benson, and Rudd for the Rams. Minute 50 left to go in the third, 36-32. 4-point game, and now a kick to the corner. Walker back to the sideline, and now they'll swing it around right at the circle for Blakemore.
Going to run it out for a while here.
Trying to maintain a two-possession lead. And now, nice move to the bucket by Blakemore. Rebound tipped away. Walker recovers. He leans in for the bucket. He's fouled. That'll be a hook on Kwani Rudd. And 36-32 the score as we see the Orphans to the line to shoot a pair. Well, more than 100 degree and certificate programs to choose from is why Rend Lake College has something for everyone. Learn more at rlc.edu.
Both coaches going offense to defense on changing possessions. Coach Bennett sending in 3 on his line change. Of course, Carson Pro and Lyday changing positions on offense to defense. As Walker made his first. Because Pro has 3 fouls, and Blakemore also has 3 fouls. And you don't want your other scorers for the Orphans to get any more fouls.
Missed the second after making the first. It's a 5-point game. Rams quickly in transition off of the defensive board. Minute 23 here in the third. 37-32, 5-point game. Nice throw up top. Good save by Harkins at the timeline. Pass got away. He recovers. The Rams will back it into a corner. Trailing 37-32 after leading into the second and start the third. It's been all Orphans. Nice spin move off the dribble by Leak. Uses the glass. I don't know if he's majoring in physics, but he ought to consider it. It's a 3-point game with less than a minute to go.
Maybe a foreign language, although I guess English is technically his first. But it was a beauty as he rolled it off there.
Glenn with it off of the right arc. 48 seconds left. 37-34. One-possession game here in the King City. We're live in the SSM Health broadcast booth. I'm Chris Hugo. Jake Linder alongside. Walker wanted a screen off of the arc. He was just going to hand off to somebody more than likely. It's Fleeman this time left of the circle. Half-minute mark.
Big defensive stand here by the Rams. Keep it within 3 going into the final frame. We got a reach-in call.
24.8 ticks to go on this third quarter clock. 37-34 is the score. 3-point game coming out of the huddle was Tyler Lyday. He checks in. Pro takes a seat. So Lyday, Benson, Rudd, Leak, and Harkins for the Rams. For the Orphans, it'll be Dobbs to inbound. He throws to Blakemore in the backcourt. Has Fleeman up front. Winging it out right now are Walker and Wilmoth. 16 seconds left. Far side of the circle. Now back to Blakemore near side. Walker off of the sideline. 10 seconds. Mason Blakemore with it. Now Crew Walker with 8. Left of the circle for Fleeman. Now to Dobbs with 5. They throw inside Wilmoth with 4. One dribble, throws up a shot, rim catches it and brings it home as Wilmus scores to end the third. And after three, the Centralia Orphans 39, the Mount Vernon Rams 34. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
And now it's time for another fun fact. Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked and broke the speed of light. That is where new Ram trucks were born. So, if you want to remote start your new Ram truck like Lord Vader, using the Force, get to Holt Towers in Nashville, Illinois for the President's Day sales event. Once you become a new Ram truck owner, you'll be able to slam a revolving door, make onions cry, and start a fire with an ice cube. I have made fire. Holt Tower in Nashville, making your new Ram truck dreams come true for over 37 years.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't want to make a trip to the bank? With free mobile deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone and deposit it into your account anytime, from anywhere, all with PNB To Go mobile banking. Deposits are as easy as tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB To Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
We're social, and we're here at Shagnon Gymnasium in the SSM Health broadcast booth. We're back here tomorrow for Lady Rams basketball against Hamilton County. Same dial location, 94.1 FM, same web addresses and apps. As it's a 39-34 game, Rams trailing, but with the basketball as Benson went left block, missed a layup, but he was fouled, and N.J. Benson ought to be going to the line to shoot two, trying to get to double digits, and instead they'll say it's before the shot, and Hugo's wrong, and it'll be a Ram inbound off of the baseline. So much for being right 100% of the time in my broadcast.
What a big third quarter for the Orphans. They outscored Mount Vernon 14-6, complete total flip from the second quarter.
Pro three! Nothing amateur about that. Big three by Pro out of the far corner. Cuts it to two. 39-37. 7:35 left in regulation.
This is where big-time players make big-time plays.
And now a bounce pass to Wilmuth off of the right arc, met by his counterpart wearing the same number, Kwani Rudd. They both wear 24. Glenn, right arc for the Orphans. Away red, white trim. Good pump fake, Glenn. Now to the right side, Pryor. Left-hand dribble. He'll come between the circles. 7:08 mark of the fourth. Interestingly enough, the Rams trying to get to 3-0. The Orphans trying to get to 3-0. Rams at times have struggled with the Orphans at home, but have beaten the Orphans on the road. Same can be said in any rivalry, as the Orphans will turn it over.
Offensive foul there on Justin Glenn for the Orphans moving screen. Rams have a chance to tie or possibly take the lead on this possession. And boy, the defense has stepped up on the last few possessions leading back to the third quarter for the Rams.
2-point game, Rams with the basketball. Maybe tie and or take the lead on this possession with 6:53 remaining in the fourth. Across the timeline, there's Harkins. Right wing to the left he goes. Pro to Leak. Now inside, good post entry. Benson, no looker to the top. Three Rudd, yes. Kwani Rudd drains the triple. He has double digits with 10. And the Rams, just like that, back on top, 40-39.
Back-to-back threes, back-to-back possessions. Mount Vernon turning up the heat on the defensive end. It's the best they've looked all night.
It is. And now the Orphans look stymied. In front of the scorer's table, Fleeman, the left side. In front of the bench now, Pryor. Right-hand dribble. Puts it to the floor, and now looking to the right side. Pryor standing there at the circle, and now we'll hand off to Blakemore. I have a feeling we'll say that a few times in football. 6:05 left to go in the fourth. 1-point game. Rams on top. Blakemore about to change it. Gets to the hoop. Hot knife through butter. Left block lay-in, and Blakemore has 6. 41-40. Orphans on top. If you've been injured, call Hannigan and McGovern at 618-241-9251. 41-40. Rams down one with the basketball. Skip pass left side. A leak from Harkins now off of the arc. Back to Harkins up top. 5:34 mark of the fourth. 41-40. Rams down one with the basketball. Leak gets it from Harkins up top of the key. Crossover dribble. Ooh, nice spin move in the paint. Left-hand shot. Good. There's Evan Leak with 15. Rams on top, 42-41.
Coach Bennett wanted a walk. There was a slight stutter as Leak kind of spun on his back. He was waiting for contact, never came, moved his foot for a second, but no call, bucket good. Let's keep playing.
Leak making a case to be your next Josh Finley. Country Financial Ram of the Week. It was Carson Pro this past week. Will it be Evan Leak next? Find out. Pryor, deep right wing. Nope, thought he was going to go for a shot. We'll have something in the paint here, allowing me to tell you that you can see Josh Finley at Country Financial to learn more about protection for the things in your life that matter most and get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Josh Finley today at Country Financial, and we will have a mask break. Sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust. Those of you online will see the Mount Vernon cheerleaders watching at WMIXsports.com and on the Section 618 app. 4:54 left in the fourth. 42-41, Rams by one. And this one, if things play out the way I think, will be back and forth the rest of the way. Unless somebody pulls away, which is always possible, but doubtful. Not a game like this. We'll have plenty of scores coming your way down the stretch and into the post-game show, sponsored by Tony Welch, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Tim Holloway and Lee Bennett both feverishly going over things in their timeout huddles.
Well, if anything is any indication, and I mean anything, you pull in all factors, the Orphans have led after odd quarters and outscored the Rams in those odd quarters. But the Rams have led after the even quarter we've had and outscored the Orphans in the even quarter. So it bodes well. I'm just looking for some positivity.
Well, with 4:54 left, 42-41 Rams over the Orphans right now in the midst of a timeout, the mask break timeout. Getting a chance to collect our collective breaths.
But the energy has been much better for Mount Vernon in this fourth quarter. Defensively, offensively. It helps, of course, whenever Carson Pro's hitting threes. That definitely brings everybody up whenever they're wearing the Rams orange and black.
42-41 score. Quick inbound Blakemore. Uh-oh, that's going to be tapped in by Benson. So either way, it's going to be Orphan points because it went in and it was goaltending.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just too easy. I mean, how do you not find Blakemore on the inbounds pass? It was literally just a touch pass up in the air, and he went and got it.
Orphans back on top, 43-42. SSM Health broadcast booth, ssmhealth.com/doctors to find your next physician. 4:39 to go in the fourth quarter. 1 point game. Orphans on top. From the free throw line, the jumper on the way is in and out by Rudd. Now a putback coming for Benson, who's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
Foul against the Orphans. We'll send NJ Benson to the line to shoot two. The foul is charged.
You talk about death taxes and something else that's certain. NJ Benson at the line.
He had a good JV season last year, and he's coming on strong in varsity here in 2021. Chance to tie and take the lead. First one's good. That's the tie. 43 all with 4:29 left.
I don't want to say it.
Please don't.
Okay.
Second free throw on the way. No good. Rebound to the Orphans.
He was 3 for 3 before that one in the second half.
That was a fourth foul on Blakemore, of course.
Like to be noted, it was not my fault, though.
Up top, Fleeman, now left sideline. Dobbs throws in the wide open corner for Walker, back to Blakemore. Pivots around, now to the right side. Ooh, but he gets it right back from Dobbs. Gets it right back from Dobbs, and things could be interesting down the stretch here in the King City.
Orphans spread it out. It's a tie ball game with halfway home here in this one.
Blakemore to the basket, leans in, missed the shot. Rams fans wanted the charge to get Blakemore out. Orphans fans wanted the block. As it works. Pro inside, spin move. Ooh, able to find Rudd, looking for Benson. We're at the left wing. 3:42 mark of the fourth. Harkins on a handoff, gets it at the circle, tied at 43. We're tied, if you didn't know. The way it ought to be is the Rams and Orphans have a close one here at Chagnon, and now leaning in for one, hard off the glass, is Rudd. Benson tips it to Pro, uses his body, gets to the bucket. Good interior look for Carson Pro, and that'll put the Rams up a deuce, 45-43.
5 in the quarter for Carson Pro. They're letting him play. They let him play down here. Kwani Rudd definitely got hit on the other end. They let him play on the other end. So here we go.
Quick curl coming around off the top. Dobbs gets it right back from Wilmoth. Right-hand dribble down 2 are the Orphans. 2:58 mark of the fourth quarter. 45-43 Rams. Bean Insurance is providing solutions with a unique experience. Let Bean Insurance and Chris Bean cover you today. 242-6017 or go to beaninsurance.net. Blakemore.com into the paint. Right block layup is good, and we're tied at 45.
6 points in the quarter for him. All been fairly easy, too. Layups, that one was probably the toughest of the 6.
Ooh, Benson just missed a turnaround jumper there. Got his own rebound and puts it up and in, but that's going to be a charge. Turnover on the Rams, a foul against Benson.
Offensive foul, Benson.
We'll have your Schmitz Relay postgame show following this one. Whenever that may be. Tied at 45. 2:22 remains in the fourth quarter. Rams and Orphans, South Pacific Conference matchup here from Shagnon Gymnasium, where we are in the SSM Health broadcast booth. Rams radio is driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville.
Orphans are shooting on the next Rams foul. But I think if you're Coach Holloway, you'll take it. Get out there and play up. Get the ball back.
Wilmoth off of the arc. Between the leg dribble. 2 minutes to play in the fourth. Tied at 45. A little fight there for the basketball, and we're going to have a late call. Pro can't believe the foul. Unfortunately, it was contact earlier that led Dobbs to stumble a little bit.
Yeah,
and now Dobbs to the line for the one and bonus.
Really good on-ball defense. There was definitely contact, a call that could have very easily gone either way. But really good on-ball defense from Carson Pro. But his fourth foul here in this one. But I think Coach Holloway will ride with his guy. He may get it if he gets the chance to go offense to defense like we saw in the second quarter. He probably will, but he's going to ride with Carson Pro for this last 2 minutes in this one.
First free throw puts the Orphans on top, 46-45. Dobbs has another, and that foul on your reigning Josh Finley Country Financial Ram of the Week. Dobbs makes both. Orphans up to 47-45. Plenty of time left. Minute 54 to be exact.
That's what I'm just saying. You want him to be aggressive on defense. Carson Pro almost forces a turnover. It's exactly what you want. This call just didn't go your way.
Lob into Benson. Benson, turnaround. Uses the right hand off the window. Benson.edu as he took the Orphans to school that time. It's 47-all.
Double teamed on that, but he's just too much of a man for them on the block.
30 seconds. Whoa, not even close. Minute 30 left here in the fourth, and we'll have a Lee Bennett timeout. So D.L. Bennett wants a timeout. Sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust, corner 34th and Broadway. And I'll tell you what, you'd like $80 per year just for making everyday purchases. Stop by First Mid and ask about the money-saving benefits that come with Premier Checking. 47-all. That's 47-47 in case you missed the reference. Minute 27 remains in the fourth quarter. Both teams in the timeout huddle talking about circumstances here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you would assume the Orphans will want to run a little bit of clock. And then I guess you really can't assume anything with a Lee Bennett coached program, but you would think history serves and says they'll want to run a little clock probably and maybe get something off the dribble, definitely going towards the basket, whether that's a layup, trying to get a foul called, you head to the line, you hit a couple of free throws with the clock under 30 or something like that, or you get a kick and maybe you hit a three and you go up by that three, which is a little bit tougher, obviously, to overcome than maybe a layup or a foul on the other end, which is how the Rams have been making their living on the inside and on the free throw line here tonight. So it'll be interesting to see what exactly they go for, drive and kick or just straight drive, trying to get to the line and make some free throws. Of course, Blakemore's had the hot hand, 6 points in the fourth quarter, and he's done most of it off the dribble except for the inbounds play where he just got lost.
Inbound will come from Corey Fleeman. Side out of bounds near half court. Ooh, to the free throw line. Nice. Nice play, Walker, but got it right back from Mason Blakemore. Dobbs at the timeline. Pardon me. Now all I can think about, say, Culver's Custard. More on that as this jump stop ends up as a post shot inside the right block. You were talking about what they want and what they don't want during that timeout, and I was just thinking what I don't want is to go to overtime because I want that frozen custard. And now it's like, it's got me. But a minute 13 remains in the fourth, 47-all here. And now to try to unlock a tie and allow me to catch my composure is Blakemore. His first free throw's good. 7 in the quarter, 11 in the game, looking to make it, respectively, 8 and 12.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got kind of what we were talking about there. Blake Moore off the dribble. Of course, N.J. Benson, really good contest at the rim. Made him miss the shot, actually. There was contact as he misses his second. Rudd with the rebound. But the baseline official was behind N.J. Benson. All he saw was contact and a guy trying to block a shot. So, unfortunately, N.J. is going to get that called on him most nights by most officials.
48-47 the score, 1 point game. Orphans on top. Rams off of the defensive board, already in the front court, looking to set up shop.
Oh, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Off the right elbow, it's going to be Leak trying to fight toward the baseline. Spin move, travel. It'll be a turnover on the Rams, and it'll be Orphan basketball with 49.7 seconds left. Timeout Rams, sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust. Stop by their location at the corner of South 34th and Broadway. Talk with Dwayne Gully about your next home loan. First Mid is an equal housing lender. 48-47 score. Orphans by 1 after the free throw by Blakemore a moment ago to unlock a 47-47 tie. And the Rams are drawing something up here to get a defensive stop in the huddle.
Well, it's probably going to be pressure because it'll be on the far end of the floor, length of the floor. I'd say there's going to be a trap. Probably trap the first inbounds. You definitely want to defend against the inbounds pass. That first option that the Orphans want to go for, the Rams want to cut that off, get it to their second option, and then force a trap. Don't foul out of that trap. Play it straight up, because if you get it, it's very important. We saw people get bailed out of traps all the time because guys start reaching. But, man, what an unfortunate circumstance for Evan Leak. Really played well tonight, kind of been the X factor that's kept the Rams in the game. One little mistake, he spins into a double team, gets a little happy feet, forces a turnover. But I look for him to really pressure the basketball along with Harkins and Pro up front on this defensive stand here with 49 seconds to go.
Link of the floor inbound for the Orphans. Away red, white trim. Rams home white, orange trim. 49.7 seconds left, and link of the floor inbound. We will have a reach foul on Evan Leak, and that'll send the Orphans to the line for the 1 and bonus, otherwise known as the 1 and 1.
Well,
my temperature when I got here was like 94 degrees because it's cold outside. But I can feel my blood pressure up with the sense of urgency here from both teams. 48-47. First free throw is good by Fleeman. He'll get another.
Didn't even give me a chance to curse him. I was going to say he hadn't shot free throws all night. But you don't hate the foul because, I mean, even if he makes this one, it's still a one-possession game.
It makes that when he does.
So now you're down 3. You've got 4 shooters on the floor. You got plenty of options. See what they do.
43 seconds left. Pro with it up top. Right-hand dribble trying to split the defenders. Fade jumper on the way. Mid-range, good. The Rams will call a timeout. Sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust. 36.5 seconds left. 50-49. Rams trail by 1, but that's a big bucket by Carson Pro.
Yeah, because you don't necessarily need to go for the tie there. If you get an open look, now Carson Pro kind of created the open look with his jump shot. He's got probably one of the better ones on the floor right next to Kwani Rudd. But you don't really need to go for the tie there. You get a quick enough bucket, you can set up the defense again, and you kind of like your chances. Your defense has played pretty well here tonight, and they really did a nice job on the last one. They cut off about 3 or 4 different options that the Orphans tried to get it into. In fact, Fleeman was kind of the 3rd or 4th option, and he almost didn't even get the ball on the inbounds pass. So you kind of like the chances here for the Rams after that one.
50-49. 1 point game, 36.5 seconds remain. Orphans length of the floor inbound. It'll be Mason Blakemore. Oh,
they didn't account. Yep.
I love that tricky nature. The inbound went to Fleeman. Little double baseline number there. Across the timeline he goes into the near sideline, and we will have a quick foul. That's a good job by Blakemore to go running back mode and get the contact. So he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
It's unfortunate whenever you don't guard the inbounder. You kind of don't really pay attention whenever they do that little double inbounder, and then Blakemore stepped right back out. But then he misses the free throw. So now, depending on what this one does, a 2 either gives you the win, or you can at least tie with a 2. You don't have to go for the long range. Oh, boy.
50-49. Orphans by 1, trying to make it 2. Blakemore will make the second. It's 51-49. 25 seconds remain. All the action powered by and driven by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. Pro a right-hand dribble across the timeline with 20 seconds. Now, right side of the post. Fade jumper off glass, no good. Rebound will go to the Orphans. Rams trying to foul. Benson looked like he got a clean hand in there. And now to the line to shoot a pair with 13 seconds left is Mason Blakemore, where, well, he's not perfect from the stripe.
No, you'd kind of like to maybe see a couple of passes. I mean, you don't mind Pro taking the shot, but you'd like to see him work himself open off the basketball, away from it, maybe off a screen or two. He kind of had to force that one a little bit. But they're going to have another shot at it for at least a tie, depending on what Blakemore does, because he missed his first.
As the back end coming, 13 seconds left, fourth quarter. 51-49 Orphans, a chance to make it a three-point game. Blakemore, second, is good. Three-point game with 13 seconds left.
Boy, that's big.
Inbound is to Pro. Right-hand dribble across the timeline. Need a three. It's on the way up. No good. Rattles off. Rebound to Centralia with 7 seconds. Fleeman's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two, and can, hate to say ice it here, but certainly put the Orphans in a much better position if he can make one or both.
That's a tough one. You needed the three, but again, a couple of passes before that shot maybe.
I believe Tim Holloway said something about wanting a timeout. I don't know what's happening now.
I'm not sure either. Coach Bennett's a little upset, and I mean, rightfully so. They gave him the basketball. He was in his process to shoot the free throw. But I think you're right. I think Coach Holloway wanted a timeout before it all even, was going down. So
two guys that play chess.
Yeah, I mean.
Although if you want a movie aficionado, although probably not as much lately, thanks to COVID, unless you've been binge watching, Lee Bennett actually is a movie aficionado.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's from many years of listening to the CHS Coaches Show with Ryan Rowdy, Mike McManus and alike, and Coach Bennett.
When's
Over
that
on our
on?
sister station.
Monday nights?
Monday nights at 6 on X95 and X95radio.com. Of course, we have a contingent listening and, or I should say, watching from Centralia. So if you haven't been listening to that, it's actually a pretty good program on our sister station over there. Ryan Roddy and Coach Bennett, I believe, at 6 on Monday night. Weather and game rescheduling have shuffled the lineup a little bit.
Corey Fleeman is on.
Anyhow, Fleeman at the line as we snap out of it, misses his first. Rams still have a chance.
Boy, if there was a big free throw.
5.1 seconds remain in regulation, 52-49. Fleeman at the stripe for the back end of this two-shot set, and he will miss that one. Rams get the rebound with 5.1. Pro behind the back dribble across the timeline for the volleyball line.
Oh.
No good. And the Orphans will stand strong and win this one on the road. 52-49 is the final score as the Rams come up short here at Shagnon. We'll come back with your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. This is Rams basketball. Again, your final score, the Orphans 52, your Rams 49. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Here's your Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, MVT.
Mr. Zach Cash, an 8th grade teacher at Rome Grade School. His nominee calls him a wonderful example for his students, showing them great respect, plus motivating them to work hard and be proud of their accomplishments. Nominate your most valuable teacher at section618.com.
MVT is brought to you by Ren Lake College, Munkin Toyota, Maderi Care Tenders, H&S Tree Service, Cafe Bloom, and Tony Wilt State Farm.
Do you have a minor illness or injury? Get quick care at SSM Health Express Clinics. With locations in Centralia and Mount Vernon, they offer quality medical care that works with your schedule. Both locations are open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7, and Sunday, 8 to 2. The Express Clinic in Mount Vernon and the primary care in Centralia are COVID-19 drive-through testing centers. To schedule an appointment, visit ssmhealth.com/quickcare.
You've always wanted a new Toyota RAV4? Now it can be yours. Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon has the 2021 RAV4 LE with $1,000 customer cash. Now just $28,060. Featuring 203 horsepower and loaded with your favorite options too. Only at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon.
From my family to yours, with guaranteed satisfaction. Munkin's the one. Munkin's the one.
Okay, let's log in and look for insurance. Okay, no, click here. Okay, no, not that. What? That's not affordable. Now where are you taking me?
One eternity later.
I've been sitting here so long looking for insurance. I think I entered a new age group.
Stop. Just one call to Hall Insurance in Mount Vernon is all you have to do. They are an independent insurance carrier, so you can shop around for the insurance you want. Go to hallinsgroup.com or call 244-7500.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
Final score in the King City, the Centralia Orphans 52, the Mount Vernon Rams 49. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Good evening again. I'm Chris Hugo, Jake Linder alongside. And what a disappointment in the SSM Health broadcast booth. The Rams lose by 3 here tonight to a Centralia team that came in 2-0. The Rams likewise were 2-0, but the Orphans improved to 3-0. The Rams now 2-1. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac offers the best trade values and service after the sale. If you're ready, they would love to have you as a customer. Shop the lot or online at schmidtchevrolet.com. We'll take a break, come back, get you some scoring and stats of this one as the Rams fall by 3 tonight here at home, 52-49 to Centralia. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
There is still time to take classes this spring at Rend Lake College. Late start classes are 8 weeks long beginning March 8th. You'll find several options that count toward a degree or certificate, like accounting and business, speech and English, music, healthcare, and more. Plus, Rend Lake offers truck driving sections and the full CNA nursing course that's tuition-free for in-district students. Head to rlc.edu/8week to learn more, or call them at 437-5321. Late start classes March 8th at rlc.edu/8week. Your journey starts at Rend Lake College.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Mulhern, an orthopedic surgeon at Crossroads Orthopedic Clinic. I'm excited to join Dr. McIntosh and Justin Northcutt to help provide orthopedic services to Mount Vernon and the surrounding areas. From knee and hip replacements to sports injuries and broken bones, Crossroads Orthopedic Clinic is here to get you back on the road to better. Give us a call at 618-244-9038. That number again is 618-244-9038. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the office.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports.
94.1 FM or on the Section 618 app tonight. The Mount Vernon Rams drop 1 to Centralia, 52-49 is your final score. Scoreboard updates brought to you by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent at Mount Vernon. We'll check in with some of those in just a moment. But first, your post-game show is sponsored by Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac offers the best trade values and service after the sale. If you're ready, they would love to have you as a customer. Shop the lot or online at schmidtchevrolet.com. Quick schedule notes for you here in Mount Vernon. The Lady Rams play tomorrow, 11 o'clock JV start against Hamilton County. We'll have it for you right here on 94.1 FM, or you can watch it live. WMIXsports.com and, of course, the Section 618 app. Meanwhile, the Rams game on Monday, which you probably didn't know about, is now a 5 o'clock JV start. That'll be here on 94.1 FM or watch it live on the Section 618 app. That will change some of our scheduling on Monday for sure. The Rams, in case you are wondering, originally had a game tomorrow night against the Lawrenceville Indians. That one is not going to happen. Lawrenceville, that's too far outside of their region to be able to travel, so that one was actually canceled last Friday night. The Rams then moved up a game with Cahokia from March 10th to Monday. That one was going to be a matinee on President's Day, but they couldn't find any officials, so they had to bump it back a little bit to 5 o'clock p.m. JV. We'll take a break on your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show. We'll come back with a scoreboard as well as some scoring and stats in your Culver's 3 stars of the game. Stay tuned. 52-49 the final. The Orphans are 3-0. The Rams fall to 2-1. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports and the Section 618 app.
Do you have a minor illness or injury? Get quick care at SSM Health Express Clinics. With locations in Centralia and Mount Vernon, they offer quality medical care that works with your schedule. Both locations are open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7, and Sunday, 8 to 2. The Express Clinic in Mount Vernon and the primary care in Centralia are COVID-19 drive-through testing centers. To schedule an appointment, visit ssmhealth.com/quickcare.
Never had a Culver's Butter Burger? Here are the 3 things you'll want to remember. Fresh, never frozen beef. Seared after you order. Crowned with a lightly buttered, toasted bun. I guess that's why the number 1 reaction to eating a Culver's Butter Burger is, whoa, that is some burger.
Welcome to Delicious. And your new favorite are seared after you ordered Culver's Butter Burger.
Culver's at Veterans and 42nd in Mount Vernon.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Culver's 3 stars of the game are next.
Back in the SSM Health broadcast booth for your Schmidt Relay postgame show. 52-49 the final tonight as the Centralia Orphans beat your Mount Vernon Rams. On WMIX and the Section 618 app. Some quick scores to go over. In the JV game tonight, the Rams improved to 2-0, 48-38 winners over the Centralia Orphans. Lady Rams had a surprise game scheduled last night. They head to Goreville tonight, and they beat up on the Lady Black Cats 67-35. I know a lot of excitement coming in off Jeff Lonnan's regional champion Lady Rams from a year ago, but they get a win 67-35. That game tomorrow at 11 o'clock for your JV start. We'll have it right here. Other scores from around the area tonight. Of course, we'll go way out of the area just because we can, and it's on the Twitterverse, and it's something I can actually see. Taylorville beats up on Mount Zion tonight, 64-47 in Apollo play.
That's a big rivalry game right there.
It is. Woo! And it looks like Altsoff leads Highland. Hope I have the right Bulldogs. 48-47. There's a minute left in that one. Other finals from around the region. South 7 play. Marion beat Carbondale 69-25. Cairo edges Benton 52-51. And River to River. No, not conference play. Get your head out of your rear end, Hugo. BDC play. Fairfield beats Edwards County 92-50. Christopher over Goreville 58-47. And in non-conference play, Ziegler Royalton beats Woodlawn 64-57. Those scores sponsored by Tony Welch, your State Farm agent. Let's see. We owe you some scoring and stats before we get to the Culver's 3 stars of the game.
Yeah, let's take a look at those, huh? I guess we will start with the final score, 52-49. Centralia edges out the Mount Vernon Rams. And only 2 misses in the fourth quarter for Carson Pro. Both shots I bet he wished he could have back and maybe take again in a different rhythm. But he really had a nice fourth quarter. He really brought them along and gave them a really nice chance to win along with some other players. But specifically, let's just look at the numbers. 15 points for Evan Leake. Boy, what a first half he had. He was really the X factor that we didn't really account for here tonight for the Rams against the Orphans. Following up, matching each other, Carson Pro with his 12 points, 3 for 6 from the field in the second half. 12 points for N.J. Benson. Overall, 10 points for Kwani Rudd. As a team, the Mount Vernon Rams shot 8 of 15 from the field in the second half for 53%. Overall, they were 18 of 35, which is 57%. And they were 11 of 16 from the free throw line, which is 69% for the Rams. And they did outscore the Orphans in the fourth quarter, which I was trying to kind of play something up there, at the end of even quarters. The Rams had outscored and had the lead. Well, that wasn't the case here as the final in this one. Orphans stay undefeated, take down the Mount Vernon Rams 52-49. Let's look at the numbers for Centralia. A solid 10 points coming in this one from Ethan Dobbs. A couple of free throws in the second half. The second half player really for the Orphans that kind of put them over the top was Mason Blakemore. About 6 of his points were a little bit too easy, a little bit not what you would want if you go back and look at film on that one. He ends up in this one with, I believe, 13 points overall. For the Orphans, Kobe Wilmoth put in 12 in the first half, 8 in the second half for 20 points here in this one. He really kind of filled it up nicely for the Orphans. 5 points for the Orphans, Corey Fleeman, and 4 points for Crew Walker from Centralia. As a team overall, from the field, 49%, 18 of 37 for Centralia, 8 of 14 from the charity stripe, 57%. All of those free throws coming in the second half for Centralia, who comes away with the win here in this one, 52-49 over Mount Vernon.
Well, tough one.
Yeah.
But 3 stars of the game.
Oh, boy. Well, I think for my third star, I got to give it to N.J. Benson. I think with his play in the first half, they really kind of got away from him, unfortunately, in the second half. I think that's something Coach Holloway will look back at, and they wish maybe they could have, pounded it inside a little bit more, gone back to their bread and butter of the first half. He ended up having 12 points overall, but only 5 points in the second half. You'd really like to see him at 20, and then get a few more points in that second half. He's the number 3 star. I think the number 2 star needs to go to Centralia's Kobe Wilmoth. Boy, what a first half he had. 12 points, and then he pours in 8. But it was a stretch there where he was 3 for 3 from the field. So he had 8 points there, all in that third quarter, and that's kind of what set them over the top. Blakemore finished them off, but I almost gave it to him. But I think overall, Kobe Wilmoth was the guy that really got the Orphans where they needed to be. So he's my number 2 star of the game. And I think I'm going to give the number 1 star of the game to Evan Leake. He put up 15 points. In the first half, he had 11. They were a very important 11 points for the Rams. Really, I don't know if the Rams would have been where they were in the fourth quarter had it not been for Evan Leake, because the energy was not there. The points weren't coming like they wanted them to for Mount Vernon, but Evan Leake had found a way to score. The Orphans kind of forgot about him on a few possessions in a row. So my number 1 star of the game is Evan Leake for the Mount Vernon Rams.
We're back here tomorrow. Lady Rams basketball as they have their home opener against the Hamilton County Lady Foxes. 11 o'clock JV start. We'll stream the JV game. No broadcast, but audio. At least you'll hear the sights and sounds. And they won tonight. Lady Rams over Goreville on the road, 67-35. So that's tomorrow. We'll be on the air with varsity probably around 12:15 or so on 94.1 FM, or watch live on the Section 618 app. JV winners tonight. The Rams beat the Orphans 48-38. Unfortunately, if you're a Ram fan, the Orphans beat your Rams in varsity action 52-49. The Orphans improved to 3-0. The Rams drop to 2-1. Rams back in action, weather permitting, highly unlikely, Monday night. 5 o'clock JV start puts us on the air about 6:15 as the Rams welcome the Cahokia Comanches. Well, that does it for us tonight. For Jake Linder, for Heather Redmond, for Brock back in the studio, for Zach Matt Miller, our cameraman tonight. I'm Chris Hugo. Final score from the King City. The Centralia Orphans 52, the Mount Vernon Rams 40.